Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and if it looks like there's a mess on my desk, it's because there is. This is my quote-unquote kit reveal for my, what I think will be my November and December Scrap Backwards kits. And I'll kind of tell you where I'm starting. My first decision was to use these page kits, which are made from the leftovers of my September Scrap Backwards kit. And if you'll recall, my September kit had a lot of beachy, summery kinds of things. And I guess these go with this last page. And I have these kits, which some of them can go travel, some can go beachy, and I reserve the right to change up the theme as I go. And there are some cut files in there and some sticker sheets, the sticker sheets we started with for September, and so forth. So that's kind of my starting point, and I'm going to put them back actually in this sleeve because it kind of keeps the embellishments that I paper clipped to them together. And then kind of starting with that and remembering what I had in there, I thought I would also add in this, which is an entire collection. It's the leftovers of an entire collection of Beach Party by Stephen Duncan for Cartabella. And I got this as a kit, as a guest designer from Scrapbook Your Joy back last summer. And I didn't use all of it. So I'm wanting to kind of put it, and I'm going to maintain it together so that some pages that I do that use almost all, parts of this, I want to be sure and tag Scrapbook Your Joy, because I really appreciated their generosity. I forget how many layouts I made from that kit, but they gifted me with a whole lot more than I used for the number of pages I had to do. So I've got this sticker sheet left over from October, so that kind of goes in the stand there. I've got these alphas that I pulled out in October, and these are from the September Mine the Scrap kit, which I had used in my October Scrap Backwards kit, so those will go in there. These I pulled because I have two of them. I don't particularly like them. They're from a Bo Bunny collection from 100 years ago, and it looks like they were 12 by 12 sheets and they've been cut off. So, and there are two of them that are cut exactly the same way. I can't help but think that this was in a, like one of those warehouse boxes, or on the on a giveaway table at a retreat that I went to. So those go in there. If whatever I don't use there, I will destroy because that's not my style. And I'll probably try to use them underneath to give a little bit of color and hide most of the pattern. Likewise, this is something I did get in a warehouse box from Bella Boulevard. It's a wedding collection called Love and Marriage. And there are lots of items on here that don't have anything to do with weddings that I could use for color. And it just kind of sits there because I see the title of it and some of the embellishments, and I figure, I don't have any of that to scrap. This is an Allison Craft for Echo Park sticker sheet that I used some of these. I forget if it was in September or October. And this, likewise, this is a Bella Boulevard Just Add Color that I did pull some things from during the month of October. This is a cut file that came in a Mind the Scrap kit, and I used part of it in October, and I plan to use it. I have this, which is from, and I'm going to use it for the wood grain. These are a couple things that were in the October kit. All of these papers are being pulled over from my October kit because they don't scream, at least on this side, they're fairly neutral and don't scream a particular season or event. And I will add those. So those kind of go in here as well. And also from September, you may recall that I divided up a lot of my travel embellishments by destination. And I did a New York page about Katie's trip and used some of the embellishments from the New York destination collection there. But I've got all these destinations, and I've got some papers that would kind of go with those. I may pull from these. I'm going to make it a point to like pull one out and say, okay, this is Niagara Falls and Canada. I've got some photos from Niagara Falls that I have not scrapped yet. So then I'll go hunt down those photos and do a page. So I think each week I'm going to try to do one destination, maybe at least one, maybe more. So I'm going to put those where they're handy so I can pull those. This is a collection of embellishments that were left over from September. There's some generic things like these butterflies and these circles from Vicky Boutin collection. There are some travel-related things and some beachy things like these seashell buttons. And then there are scraps that are bright colored, which I can put on top of some of those more neutral-looking, muted backgrounds and kind of mix things up. So I'm going to keep that handy. And as I was looking at all that, I thought, let me go through some of the stuff that's sorted by collection or by artist or whatever, and I'll pull some things that I think might go with all that stuff I just showed you, plus this other new project that I'm going to talk about. So I pulled this paper, which is Secrets of the Sea from Bella Boulevard, that has all these jellyfish in it. And then, of course, this is Beach Days by Photoplay, and I have this scrap and this full sheet of it. And then I have this partial sticker sheet from A Simple Stories Hello Summer. This is Everyday Eclectic by Allison Craft for Echo Park, and it's got a lot of fairly neutral sorts of things. Then we go back to Beachy with this one. This is Photoplay, and it came in this August Mind the Scrap kit. This is a piece of paper from a collection, a Bella Boulevard collection called Island Escape. And this was given to me by my secret sister at the retreat I went to last year. Jojo Kelly gave this to me. And there are some cut-aparts here that could brighten up some of the more muted things that I have. Plus, I kind of like this yellow page with white splatters, so that may show up. This is one of my favorite papers ever from Simple Vintage Coastal. And it's got these little very fussy cuttable embellishments on one side. So I probably will try to figure out a way to maybe fussy cut around these palm trees and then leave the rest for fussy cutting these on the other side. So that's kind of how I'll probably use that paper. So I pulled along a paper that might nicely go under these palm trees, and it's this one from the same collection called See You Soon. So I'll put those aside. And then this one just had the right feel to me to go with some of the neutral stuff that I have pulled out, as well as some of the beachy embellishments. So I'm going to put all these in, and I will tell you right now that during the month of November, the Flare Hut theme for design team posts is cozy autumn days. So I may go back and pull some things from my, ideally I will find things in this kit that aren't specifically autumn, but that give a cozy feel. And with the right photo and embellishments, I think I can pull that off in a couple cases. But I reserve the right to go pull some other stuff. Similarly, in December, I'll likely pull some holiday themed items from elsewhere in order to reinforce a theme. This little thing right here is a mini book that I got, I think, years ago. And I like the colors, and I like the size, and I like all kinds of things. It's obviously a Hello Baby thing, but I can cover that up with something else. I'm going to make this a book for Patrice that uses a lot of photos of her idol, Rick Springfield. It's got pockets to slide things in. It's got interactive pages like this. And like I said, I just love these colors, and I will probably I'll reinforce these colors and also add and kind of fill it with photos. This has come unglued. So clearly I need to get that glued back in there. So I think I'll do that right now while I'm talking to you. And this will become Patrice's Christmas present, one of her Christmas presents. I'm doing a smaller mini book that's going to be tags with a hole punched through them for a ring binder. And that will hold photos of the 2 trips that I took to go see her, one in April and one in September. And it'll have pictures and stories from those trips. And so those 2 books, I'm going to kind of decorate a fancy hook for her to put on her wall to hang that book, because it'll just be loose tags. And then she'll have this one to put on her bookshelf. So that's kind of my plans, and I'll be working on this throughout. I'm going to try to concentrate most of the work in November, but there may be some work done in December, and I may add a Christmas element or 2 to the cover, or maybe the inside cover, just to reinforce the fact that it's her Christmas present. And I love how this is put together, because I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of room in between, so when I stuff it, it won't bulge. It'll be, the covers will be parallel. So I'm looking forward to that. And it can also go like this. That won't be as easy to do when it's full. So those are my plans. I will also be creating during the month from my October Mind the Scrap kit, which is also where I may be getting some of the fall-themed items for the cozy autumn days theme for the Flare Hut. And my post, my design team post for the Flare Hut will be on the 10th and the 20th. So I have one coming up next week. And I'm going to actually work on that today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you through the month. These are my plans and the contents of my kit and some of my ideas. I'm just going to keep that handy where I can refer to it. Bye. Hope you're having fun putting together your kit. And, oh, I also want to take this chance. I will do this in the group, but I want to take this opportunity to thank Heather for her amazing work as guest designer for Scrap Backwards this month. And tomorrow we'll have the announcement of who the November guest designer will be. And I think you're going to be excited about that. I really, really love, since we have never had a guest designer before, I had no idea what to how to set it up or what to expect. And Heather just kind of set the bar. She just really jumped in and did beautiful work. So hope you've enjoyed that. And if you go through the album and check out all of her pages, and we may or may not have a little challenge to scrapbook last month's guest designer. I thought that might be an interesting addition. Haven't talked to Adam about it, so if he's listening, yes, it's a surprise. Talk to you later. So thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.